Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today to give my quick thoughts on Naruto Shippuuden episode 420. I want to talk about the Might Guy stuff mainly, but the stuff at the end is too important to ignore, honestly, because it is very important for the overall story of Naruto. The things that Hagoromo tells Naruto. So, number one, I'll talk about that real quick and then get onto the Might Guy Madara stuff. So, Hagoromo talks to Naruto, and that in of itself is actually very important. But he also talks about how he was the founder of ninja, and how the people that later on became ninjas, they took ninja and they weaponized it and made ninjutsu. And that was already stated beforehand by Madara, where in which ninja was a way of communicating with someone to understand their being, their person, through chakra. But again, humans, we are... Well, I don't know how it works in Naruto, but essentially, we are primitive, and therefore we took this ability and we weaponized it so we could fight each other. Now, the next thing he talks about is his mother, Kaguya Otsutsuki, who she came from somewhere, we have no idea, but she came from a far-off land, according to Hagoromo. And he says, Naruto, where she came from doesn't matter. That's bullshit. That's a load of bullshit. We should have found out. I hope we're going to find out in the upcoming Boruto film, because the Boruto film is going to talk about other Otsutsuki / Kaguya-like individuals. So hopefully we'll find out. But she came from somewhere, and she got the chakra fruit from the divine tree, where she actually became the progenitor of chakra, essentially. At least for humanity. Because then she gave birth to 2 kids, not 1, 2. So Hagoromo had a brother. And him and his brother were the ones that actually sealed the Ten Tails, who is the divine tree revamped into the Jubi, and they sealed it inside Hagoromo, who later on, he put the chakra, he made the chakra into the 9 beasts, the 9-tailed beasts, and then he put the husk of the Jubi in the moon. We all know that. So from then on, it's mainly about Hagoromo's kids, Ashura and Indra, where in which Indra, he is like he's basically the genius. He's older brother. He had good visual powers. His representation is the moon. And then you have Ashura, who is a dunce, or who was a dunce. And then he had to train really hard. He got a lot of friends in the process. And his physical body powers awoke at some point in time. And he is the sun representation. So the whole point here is that Naruto, he is the reincarnation of Ashura, or Ashura, however you want to say it. And this is a huge reveal, obviously, for the overall story of Naruto. And we can assume that when it comes to the timeline of Ashura and Indra, because those two have been reincarnated time and time again, we can assume that the same thing would apply, or may apply, to, let's say, modern Hashirama. So you can guess very accurately who the reincarnation of Indra is in this particular timeline. But the fact of the matter is that it really does negate, well, I can't say negate, it nerfs the characters of those reincarnated. Because we find out that the personas of a lot of these characters are same through and through because they're reincarnations of Ashura and Indra. So the similarities between, let's say, Hashirama, Senju, and Naruto are very prominent because odds are they are the same. Like, we can assume that Hashirama is the reincarnation of Ashura. Therefore, it's a case where the personalities would be the same because they're from the same reincarnated individual, Ashura. So it doesn't help their character at all. At all. It really doesn't. And I think that was one of the worst moves Kishimoto actually did for the overall Naruto story, where he would mitigate the character and the characterization of these characters, these main characters, and these prominent characters, by making them reincarnations of ancestral characters. Like, no. Bad move. And plus, Naruto's character, through and through, when it comes to the entirety of Shippuden, has been plummeting from a characterization standpoint. So him being the reincarnation of Ashura does not help him, especially in any way, shape, or form. It does not. Now, when it comes to the Might Guy stuff, this is actually, I think, oh man, it's awesome because you see my guy at the beginning. He does the first step, all right? Madara gets blown the fuck back. This dude makes a fucking tunnel. He makes a fucking tunnel into the ground with a damn air cannon. You're like, whoa, like it's beastly shit. And then he's kicking on the air. He's doing that Genpo shit. And he is chasing after Madara in that fashion. That's beastly. He looks awesome with the red aura, the red eyebrows. You can't see his pupils. It's sick. I like the way Might Guy's looking. The problem is that the animation, man, the animation I thought was okay. But it shouldn't be okay. This is Might Guy's biggest fucking moment in the entirety of Naruto. This is one of the biggest moments in Naruto, period. Might Guy, 8th Gate of Death. And the animation was honestly meh. And that should not be the case at all. The animation should have been outstanding. It should have been jaw-dropping. Like this should have been on the same tier as Kakashi versus Obito when they were in the Kami dimension. But it was not even close. Like I don't understand that shit. Like, how can you give Kakashi versus Obito phenomenal animation, outstanding choreography, with a lot of extra fight scenes, and you can't give the same justice to Might Guy and Madara? What? What is going on there? Like it was good. The whole steps, and then how you have Rock Lee, Kunai, in comes Minato. And then, I mean, honestly, you know what? That kind of irked me too. Because we spent way too much time listening to Rock Lee talk, to fucking Minato have a plan laid out, to Gaara's fucking feelings and how Rock Lee or UK is like, no, I'm fine. Like, how could I be sad at a man's resolve? And I'm like, shut up. I want you to fight. Let him fight. Fuck. And nah. It was just very unsatisfactory. And it really, I really hate to say that. This should have been, from an animation, from a quality fighting standpoint, this should have been one of the top 5, at least top 5 moments in Naruto anime. And it's nowhere even close. And that irks the living fuck out of me. Honestly. So, that's really it. That's really it. So, King Lightning, be sure to, of course, give me your thoughts on the matter at hand. I mean, if you guys saw it differently, then fuck it. You guys saw it differently. But you can't tell me. You can't honestly tell me it's on the same tier as Kakashi and Obito. Now, granted, it's not over yet. Might Guy has done all the steps. But, and then there's still stuff on the way. But they should have added, like, at least, like, I want to say another, like, 4 minutes of fight stuff. They easily could have done that. Easily. Madara, Might Guy, toe-to-toe, blow for blow. Fuck! Alright, whatever. So, give me your thoughts. I will see you guys and gals later. As always, rate the video. You have a mouse. It is not that hard. You use it. Dislike, like, whatever the fuck you want to do. Comment, subscribe. Have a nice one.